Okay, there we go. That should be a proper frame rate. The FPS was limited at 1 frame per second, which is ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna continue on our merry journey. Thank you for bearing with me. I didn't realize that the stream was choppy. Okay. I'm gonna adjust this and then... Oh, that's not it. I guess that'll do. Obviously this thing was never meant to be held as a weapon. Okay. Next, I have to check Mad God Passage because there's an area that can cause problems. Very end. Yeah, that works. hopefully. No, it's going to be a separate thing. So, Wield Clutter is not going to be part of Relics of Hyrule. Mainly because it has nothing to do with Hyrule. So, I'm branching out and doing new things with new ideas that are already based on other ideas. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Physics Fish. Good old Mad God Passage. Yeah, this is to avoid accidental, because you'll notice, this one disappears, so this block disappears, so you can climb on this block, but if you fall down here, it used to be that this wall could block you off, which is not good. You get trapped. So I added this staircase in case you do get trapped. All of these walls have a script on them, so they have a 50-50 chance of appearing, which makes it a dynamic maze every time you open the area. But this is an area that you can get stuck in, and that is not a good. Actually, I can move and duplicate this and push it in there like that. I'm gonna get rid of the script on that one. Boop. Do you have the script? You do not. Okay, so I'm safe pushing this one this way. Do you have the script? You do. But that's okay. It's okay if there's a little knobbly there. That way it's a more consistent wall. Cool. Here's another cool thing about Mad God Passage is this room with the sarcophagus lids that form a bridge. I really like how that turned out. Okay, so that's fixed. Whew. Encounter zone. So I'm setting, oh crap, I'm making custom zones for Morbidishal Sanctuary. Have to do this one as well. And Hypnum Sand. Do. Reason I'm doing this is to try to prevent I'm trying to prevent what am I trying to prevent? It's in my brain, it's just not coming out. I'm trying to prevent the bug in Special Edition that makes bosses vanish as soon as you defeat them. So I'm assigning Morwitterjal Sanctuary to its own encounter zone. So that the Majora's Priest doesn't vanish. And I'll do the same for Kina Langdonzel Depths. I'm giving it its own encounter zone, which already existed, but was unused. So that never resets and never... So what happens is, I figured it out. It's actually a bug in Special Edition. Special Edition has... they changed how dungeons reset. So what happens is the dungeons have overzealous reset timers across the board. This can happen with vanilla bosses as well. And I don't know how to set, if I can. I don't think I can. I don't know if there's a way to set when a dungeon resets, because all I know is the location data and the encounter zones, which I can set to never reset. So in Special Edition, sometimes it'll reset the dungeon as soon as you finish, as soon as you clear it. It'll just clear out the corpses, which isn't good because you need to loot the corpses. And for some reason it does that a lot with modded locations. And I am just going to make them not reset. Parts of the dungeon will still reset, so it's not a complete loss. Don't give Ignom's and Sanctum its own thing. That shouldn't reset anyway. I think the link between worlds. Do you have an encounter zone that resets? Between worlds. Never resets. Good. What about the Shattered Lands? Shattered Lands shouldn't reset either. Never resets. Good. 10 out of 10. Here's something else. I think... Where did I put it? Sounds? No. I don't know where I put it. I'm not going to look for it. But I'm planning on making custom sounds for the... make the Silver Centurion have custom sounds, and those custom sounds are going to come from a museum ship, an actual bulk ore freighter, on a really windy day. So it's like creaking metal and shifting sounds and stuff like that. That I think will fit a giant robot. Alright, save those changes. And I'll go back to this nonsense. There we go. I don't think this one's grippable at all. It might be grippable as a sword, but not really. I think with the scrap, I might have to make it so that you can combine pieces of scrap into a single weapon, which I think was a neat idea. These can be daggers, though. And I just realized I've forgotten. This whole time I've been forgetting to add the extra string data. That's okay. I'll do that later. Already did that one. This is gonna be a shield. Flip it upside down. Well, actually, it should be 180, 180. Oh man, it's hard to believe that it's already 2019. In fact, I made a few of those weapons. They use a lot of levers, so I'm going to rework them so they don't use as many levers. Because I don't think that looks good. Especially since they're all stretched out. I want it to be 1-to-1. Just use one item. But I made a bunch of these for a mod that I never finished. I guess that works. But I don't want to change the size. Oh, yeah, 2018, good lord. This looks really cool. The scrap battle axe looks really cool. I just want to change the handle so it doesn't use levers. Or if it does use levers, it uses 2 or 3 instead of stretched ones. Or uses one of those. But that's neither here nor... Well, it is. It is here and it's there. But I just need to rework these. They look really good. This one looks really good. So I'm excited about these scrap weapons. Are you a mace or yeah, you're a mace. So yeah, that works. I think what I'm gonna do now. Oh, did I make a New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is to not care. That came out. That doesn't make any sense. I didn't really make a New Year's resolution. No, I didn't like. I don't know what I would want to do for my New Year's resolution. Yeah, my New Year's resolution is to stop making New Year's resolutions. No, I don't usually make a New Year's resolution. I usually just go day by day and, like, not get worried about things that I can't control. I have hopes for 2019, but I don't really want to resolve to do something. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to work on Sand God Passage. Good old Sand God Passage. So this is the basic setup. That's the end. This is the basic framework of Sand God Passage. You enter here from the good old Reach Secret Ride. You come down in this area and you go up this the tilty thing, up through that thing. And then this area is a tunnel, and it'll end right here, and it'll pop you out here, and that leads to the Spirit Temple. And obviously it's gonna change because I don't like this big open area. I need to fill that in with stuff, and I want to add like catwalks. Well, maybe not catwalks, but I want to add more ruins. I think at this point it's going to open into a larger cave. And you can see there's a nice fancy rail right there. Nice fancy rail. I wonder what that rail was for. Well, nobody knows. Except the Dwemer, and they're dead. And that's just too bad. A lot can happen in a year, you never know. You could... Some amazing thing could happen, you'd be able to do cool stuff. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a house. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that I can stream. I didn't realize that my internet was that good. I guess that works. Guess this works for what I need. Because it needs to be a door. I put that there. And then put a cave. Cave wall door. It's an E-wall. I want a large wall. Put this there. Oh, I could have just used that. Doi. Oof. Yeah, Pokemon Let's Go. That's something that I wanted to get do that more, but the problem is Super Smash Brothers came out, and so I've been playing that a lot. And I've been neglecting Pokemon Go. I mean, Let's Go. I've been neglecting Pokemon Go too because I don't play Pokemon Go. Because I don't like Pokemon Go. Hot take. Ooh, that's an idea. I like this idea. I'm glad I thought of it. That's 02. I think I need 03. My poor Eevee. Misses me so much. I'm gonna come back and it'll be covered in weeds. Yeah, well, yeah. The whole point of the like shaking the Joy-Con, getting a second player to come in, is to give you an advantage. And it's so people can play with their family, just, or their friends, just be like, oh hey, you're playing Pokemon, and you just jump right in, play with them, and cream those small children with Caterpies. Oh, but. I always forget about these stupid seams up here. It took me a while to realize that the reason why they were all numbered, why all these large rooms were all numbered, this is every, a room has 4 walls. This is wall number 1, that's wall number 2, that's wall number 3, that's wall number 4. And they're all designed to fit together. But once in a while, they don't. So I can just put some dirt up there, and no one will know. It just blends seamlessly in. No one knows anything about this. Is that okay? That's whatever. Yay! It's a secret to everybody. Okay. Let's get back over here. Yeah, so what I'm working on right now, for those of you just joining us, is this good old happy thing is Sand God Passage, and it is the entrance to the Spirit Temple. It's a Dwemer ruin that has been excavated. It has been buried, thoroughly buried, and it's been recently excavated. Okay, so that was wall 2. I need wall 4. I'll do wall 4C for my own amusement. Oh no. Okay, that works. Change this to a plain old wall number 4. I think that works. Yeah, you won't be able to see anything bad. I think what I'm going to do for that makes sense for there to be a chandelier hanging there. So I'm going to put a couple chandeliers that are off. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll put a bunch of chandeliers up starting here. And I think it'll just open up into a complete area. Maybe. I want that visible. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something here where this section is completely open. There's no... Maybe on the sides there's some walls and dirt and stuff. But this area is perfectly fine. So I'm going to put up some chandelier. That's not what I wanted. Although that would work. There we go. That's good enough for me. So here's what I'm planning to do. With these chandeliers, there's going to be a lever that you can find. I hope I didn't double up a chandelier somewhere. I did. I'm a smart boy. There's a lever that you'll be able to find that will turn these on. And it will activate them sequentially. And then one of them is just gonna explode. Okay, that should be plenty. Hey, baby asking, why are you overlapping them, J. Calnad? Well, don't question me. No, I'm overlapping them because these ones that I'm placing right now will be disabled. And then they will be enabled, and the other ones will be disabled. When you activate the switch. And opposite. And wait. First I'm going to do set initially disabled. Do. Okay. So they need to be each individual one needs to have its enable parent set. So I'm going to lower all of them for now so I can grab them easily. Okay, so this one is initially disabled. Enable parent opposite to that guy. Poopy. That's right. Never mind. That can't be done. I will keep them separate though because I need to write the script for them. Okay. You'll be able to look through here. And you'll be able to see that there are lamps up above, and then later you'll find the switch, and you'll be like, oh, that's gonna do the lamps. That's what we call game design. Fit. that silly little... Oh, and I accidentally closed that off. That was supposed to be a door. Oh, what if I wonder. Ah, well, never mind. Not quite the shape I was hoping for. I'll have to make it an indoor. Well, that doesn't help. Ooh, that does not look good. Just as bad. Okay, get rid of that. I should have kept it as a corner. This needs to be a door. I don't really want it to be a door. I wonder if a person could fit through that. Girder. Well, then Conkeldurr. I guess? Person can fit through it, but the problem is... seems too steep. Yeah, it's not really big enough. So, as much as I would like to have that there, I think what I'll do is I'll make this corner C, so you can look up and see the roof there, and I guess I'll hang another one of these. Right there. There we go. So you can see that one right there, and this will be changed into a door. That works. I should be using epic walls. I guess it has to be closed off because that needs to be closed because otherwise you might be able to see. I really want that. I think maybe what I'll do, yeah, I'll have to add like a shaft or something. Data. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, now I guess that works. just realized this Sand God Passage is gonna be a lot of work because I have to add like pipes running down it. I have to make it believable, but it's one of those things where you do multiple passes. You put in the basic stuff, basic like important things, and then you go back through over and over, adding what you need to add. So I am going to, I want to add a table. Where the heck is the table? I know there's dormer tables. Dwarf furniture table. Yeah, it's right here. I just sort of go with the flow. I sometimes have ideas. Sometimes I plan things out. For instance, what did I have planned? I had the Shattered Land sort of drawn out on paper, and then I sort of used that as like a rough outline. But usually I just scribble. I just sort of doodle, and like I knew that I wanted Sand God Passage to have this Dwemer tunnel, but I didn't know exactly what it would look like. So I just started building. That's how I usually work. Which reminds me, I thought I drew up a picture of the archive. What I was thinking about the archive before I redesigned it, and then I was gonna, then I redesigned it. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, that would work. Would work. Oop, that's perfect. That's perfect right there. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, this needs to be tilted. That didn't work. negative... Okay. Negative 5.7, basically. Alright. Good. Yeah, dungeon mechanics usually come... Sometimes I have an idea that I want to add, but more often than not, it's the same idea. I think while I'm building something, I'm like, oh, this would be cool here. And then sometimes, like in the case of Mad God Passage, Sand God, or actually Mad God Passage, that works too. The idea of all these lamps turning on was something that I wanted to do. But yeah, it's mostly just, I don't usually plan much, I just kind of think about it and then go through and as it comes to me. May not be the best way to do it because, for instance, here I wasn't expecting to add these towers right here, but I did. Yeah, because if I had planned this out, I would have made these towers separately and then added them later. But I'm skilled enough that I can add them here after the fact. Because I really like building dungeons. I don't like planning things out. So I much prefer the approach of just getting it done. Fortunately, I can duplicate these and spread them out throughout the dungeon. Oh, what's this? Why is that not lining up? Oh. Alright, that should work. Yeah. Yeah, I agree that if you just sort of go with the flow and just let it do what it wants to, it will feel more natural instead of trying to plan it out and it'll end up feeling blocky and samey. Okay, let's see. the almost the dead center of the tunnel. So I think what I'll do is I'll duplicate this and put one right here. Gotta double check to make sure it's centered. Not that it matters, because this is a ruin after all. That's good. And then I'll put another one. Probably put one there. Let's see, there's a space of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one goes there. Not that you'll see those, but good to have them. Oh yeah, I assigned new roles. We had an influx of spam bots, so I decided, you know what, I think it's time for some moderators. So I assigned some moderators. And I have my own color because it's my temple in response to my decree. Now, the reason why I put these towers here is because this is going to be what's left of a... Oh, no. It's what's left of a wall. And there was a little maintenance area here, which is why there's a table. And I'll probably have to put a chair in there too. I don't like the stone chair. No. There we go. It's not meant to be. Yeah, I don't like. It's really easy for me when I go through a mod. So with Relics of Hyrule, I try to make the dungeons feel lived in, or at the very least feel unique and not like a drudge. Kino Langdon Zell, when I first designed it, it was kind of like that, where it was, because it was the first dungeon I had ever made, and it was kind of samey for the upper dungeon, and then it finally got interesting when you got to Kino Langdon Zell Depths. And I fixed that, I modified it later so that it wasn't quite as boring. But like, you can always tell if a dungeon is mod made, if it's made by someone who is inexperienced, because it tends to be very empty or blocky. Like, sometimes it just looks like this. This section here, sometimes they just leave it that way. But this needs more. This needs to have rubble. It needs to have lighting. It needs to have all those things to make it, to sell the effect. And so, even though this is a tunnel, it is a ruined tunnel that has been excavated. So I'm doing my best to make sure that it does not feel gross and boring. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not, um, the whole carry weight thing, not being able to carry too many things, that's just part of the challenge. And I don't plan on changing anything about that. That's part of the challenge, is trying to figure out what's the most valuable stuff, making sure you have a follower or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna add a lever to this wall. I think because I'm for the sake of realism, I don't like that. Nope. Butts. 275? 265. There we go. So this was originally a maintenance station with a few things to do. I'm a pack rat. People have complained about Relics of Hyrule, the series, saying it really bothers me that you don't play the way that I want you to. And by that I mean they say it really bugs me that you have your carry weight so close to the max. And I'm just like, get off my ass. It's not your game. I'm not playing for just... screw you. But anyway, I'm a pack rat. You never know when you're gonna need something, and that's just how I do it. It also really bugs me when people take issue with how I pronounce words. I recently got a comment because I pronounce P-I-C-O-R. I pronounce it pickery. You know, pick-o-ry, because that's how it's spelled. And somebody goes, pickery? In the comments. And I'm just like, just shut up. Like, who cares? It's a word that has never been pronounced, as far as I know. I don't know things about all those, you know, like, I don't know if there's some official pronunciation for pickery. And so naturally I've responded with a very snarky, oh yeah, of course, the official pronunciation of this word that no one's ever pronounced in the history of the world is something I said the same wrong. I said a wrong pronunciation. I forget what I said. And then there was another, I said, here's another pronunciation that's also acceptable, which is definitively the wrong pronunciation. I think, like, Pakaru was a pronunciation that I suggested for pickery. And I said, and the final thing I said was, but of course the real pronunciation is throat wobble or mangrove. Or something like that. It's just like, don't waste my time. And don't waste your time. Alright, I'm done ranting. Somebody called me out for my pronunciation of readout. They said it's actually ridout, and I'm like, I don't care. It's spelled readout, so I'm going to pronounce it readout. Pickle thing. Oh, Rick and Morty, Pickle Rick. if humanity was concerned with being correct, if humanity was more concerned with being correct than it was with being effective, global warming wouldn't be a problem. Hot take, pun intended. Depot, whatever. Yeah, depot. That's another way to pronounce it. Here's the thing. There's a concept called dialect. Huh? In the southern United States, they call soda pop, fizzy drinks, soda pop, whatever you want to call it, they call it Coke. No matter what it is, it's Coke. If it's root beer, that's a Coke. That's what they call it. It's dialect. Language. That's how it works. Language evolves. Like, come on. Alright, I should stop ranting. Look at that table. That's a nice table. It's just really funny when people correct someone, but their correction is wrong. It's so funny to me. It's just so funny. There is something to be said for political correctness. Like, there is something to be said for inclusiveness, but there's another thing, the opposite, the other end of the spectrum, from being offended by nothing and saying whatever you want and offended there's a fine line between, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's okay for there to be some things you don't talk about and you don't joke about. But there's another thing, people being outraged by things that are really just do not matter. There's better things to be worried about. And what I try to do with my life is not worry about things that I can't control, because I don't want to waste the energy. Let's see here. I'm sure there's a way. There's gotta be a way. Oh, I missed something. Oh yeah, Baby It's Cold Outside. Baby It's Cold Outside, people started looking at it from the perspective of 2018. It was written in 1940, and in the song, both people are on the same page. But nowadays, people misinterpret it and they say, oh, the guy is forcing himself on the girl. No. They're on the same page. about what they both want. But in the 1940s, a woman wasn't allowed to say, yeah, I'll stay the night. So there's all this like double talk, and that's what the song is about. But nowadays, people are like, there's something in my drink? Oh my god! He's drugging her. No, hang on. Look at it from a 1940s perspective. That's a joke. It's, you need to look up the 1940s perspective on what, hey, there's something in my drink. That's a joke. It's a 1940s joke. Anyway, I am trying to make sure that this thing... I wonder if there's... Is there one... It doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have to look at... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna have to look at the Ethereum Forge to see how it does things. Yeah, I wish I could give it even more use than I already did, the Ethereum Forge. Currently it's just a Master Sword. I might see about, if there's any other things that I can use it for, like crafting Goron weapons or something. Oh, geez, it took forever for it to ask if I wanted to switch to 7 basic. Okay, I'm gonna quickly get a snack. So enjoy this black. No, I'm gonna quickly get a snack. Of course, I need to figure out what snack I want. Oh, yeah. I was reading the chat and I was like, what are they talking about? Oh, yeah. What the Ethereum Forge could be used for. Um, I don't think. I think it would be more appropriate for, like, Goron weapons or the ancient gear. Um, I for games that haven't been touched yet in Relics of Hyrule, that wouldn't really fit because I want all of them to be integrated. Um, so it wouldn't make sense to put like Triforce Heroes stuff on the Ethereum Forge um, instead of the Terminan Forge because everything else is on the Terminan Forge. But Ancient Gear would make sense because that's like the Ancient Sheikah. But then why would the Ethereum Forge be able to make it? Oh, I know, because of the crystal. So maybe the Ancient Sheikah used Ethereum. I'm gonna make a note of that. Alright. Yeah, it would have to be Ethereum, since it's the Ethereum Forge, or like Goron weapons or something like that. Yeah, there would probably end up. I would probably end up implementing a way to get more Ethereum, probably from Sheikah shrines. That would be dope. And that would give you because I was struggling in my head about what the spirit orbs would be for, and maybe I should just not add spirit orbs. Maybe it's just the rewards of the Sheikah shrines are Ethereum. Because spirit orbs, it wouldn't really connect in Skyrim. Nightingales. I might. Because there is sort of an implication that there is an active Sheikah tribe. Because how else could the Sheikah marks, the Sheikah symbols be present in places like Kina Langdonzell? But I would want a connection between Nocturnal and the modern Sheikah could work, but I would want to keep the Nightingales separate. Because the Sheikah would be essentially historians at this point, trying to preserve Hyrule. I don't know. That's something that I would have to think carefully about. And Nocturnal did. I think she tied. No, she was. I think she was the runner-up. I forget. People wanted Nocturnal represented in Relics of Hyrule. People voted for Sheogorath. I knew he would win, but Nocturnal was second, I think, in my Daedra poll a long time ago, probably a year ago that I did that poll. So I've been trying to figure out how a Nocturnal could fit into Relics of Hyrule, and it could be that she has connections to the modern Sheikah. Okay, I need to look at the Ethereum Forge because there it is. I need to find out how they did the lights that turn on. I got my snack, it's yogurt. I'm gonna add some nuts to my yogurt because food. The reason I saved is because every time I open a cell in Creation Kit, there's always a chance that it's gonna crash. Oh, I need to get up. There. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to replicate it. I want to know how they did it. I know the basics of how they did it. Obviously, there's a script that's connected to the lights that when you approach, the script activates and enables the light, plays a sound, and changes the flame, makes the flame enable. So I want to do the same thing for these lamps, but the problem is I may have to make custom activators. I'll have to look to see how they did it, if there's a script that I can use. But it looks like Creation Kit's gonna crash. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I'll give it a little more, but my computer is making noises that tell me that I need to reset Creation Kit. Yeah. Yep, Creation Kit's crashing. I know the signs. Didn't miss much. Creation Kit was saving and then it, I tried to make a load of cell and then it crashed, as always. I really don't have time to play Elder Scrolls Online. I'm intrigued, but I just really okay, finally. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting it's space. No, not V. Space. Nope. 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 Hopefully I didn't do anything. I didn't. Okay. Space pans. There's gotta be a way. Oh. Nope. I wonder if there's a. I don't know. Who cares? I'm not gonna bother. You are my question. The Thal Flame Light. Enable parent. Act. Interesting. Interesting. What are you? Trap linker. Wow. I see. You are linked here. Ah, so they use trap linkers. So what do the trap linkers do? Oh, I see. Okay, I need to stop making stupid voices. Do you have a script? The soft slam on script. Very interesting. I need to extract a script from Dawnguard. I think I may already have it. I'm not gonna look for it. I'm just gonna extract it from the Dawnguard BSA. Ah, there's no source. Why you do this? Let's see. What am I even looking at? I'm trying to find. I know they exist. Maybe sort by name. There's a concept. I know there's sources for all those. I need this script. It is the script for this. It is DLC 1D Bethal Flame On script. I just want to see the source. And I know that you can find the source for all of the DLC scripts somewhere. But I always forget. That's why I keep looking at this, expecting it to change. Oh, maybe it's in my games. Right. Skyrim. Dawnguard BSA. Oh, here they are. I found them. Search bar. Ha! I didn't think of that. Okay, DLC. Now I should use the search bar, honestly, instead of just going down here and finding it alphabetically like I'm in some sort of... Okay, that's the Steam trigger. Oh, it's DLC 1D. DLC 1D. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. DLC 1D. Betholfed Flame on script. Boom. Done. Okay. Auto state waiting. Oh, so it's very simple. On activate, trigger reference, object reference, trigger ref. So activate parent's Dwemer lever. It has a delay. So what I could do is set up a trap linker for each one. Yeah, this one has its own trap linker that's set to enable when you pass this thing. Yeah, that's easy. Okay, so I can use that script because it's... Yeah. Keyword property Betholfed sound link. Where is the Betholfed sound link? I just need to make sure. Okay, X marker. So there's a sound link right here. That's the X marker. So I'm guessing optionally place flame sound effect. Yeah, so it'll play it at that link. Got it. Yeah. I like using scripts that already exist, because then I just have to rely on... I don't need to rewrite the script, and I don't need to bog Relics of Hyrule down with too many scripts. Sometimes I need a custom script, even for something as simple as moving somebody when you activate an object. Sandgod Passage. Sandgod Passage. Sandgod Passage. Yeah, I have way too much patience. Makes people impatient. Okay, so each one of these lamps needs a trigger. Oh, poopy. I should have... God, now I'll never find that script again. Okay. Enable no wait. So what it needs to do... The problem is this thing... Can I give it an enable parent? I can't set this to an enable parent that is not an activator, but I can set it to be the light. So I will add lights, and then I can make the enable parent when the light is enabled, it'll disable the bare lamp. God. Oh, there we go. Fire lamp. Now, the question is, do you have shadows? You do not. Good. Because I don't care about shadows. And this is disabled by default. Bam. And I also need to add an X marker. DLC 1 default sound link. And I need a trap linker, which I believe is activator. Yes, trap linker. There we go. Put the trap linker there. I should put this here because that's where the sound's going to be coming from. Yeah, shadows would be interesting for the lights coming on. My only problem is shadows. The only problem, shadows tend to cause problems for performance. So if I added shadows to, I would only add shadows to some of these. Okay, this is disabled by default. Yeah, that's initially disabled. So it has to have the enable parent of this. That's initially disabled. Okay. Initially disabled. So I will duplicate these. Oh no. Oh no. The X marker. I shouldn't have put that X marker there. Should have put it somewhere else. Oh, here's a concept. There. X markers are going to be down here. Realize that I think these lights are too small, so I need to make them bigger. That works. I like that. That looks really nice. That looks less nice. I might cut down on the fog a little so that this area can really shine. Yeah, because without the fog it looks really good. Oh. Let's do mine template far. I need to make it farther, so I'm gonna have to customize it. Fog far. Ew. Oh, I see. I think that looks good. I think it looks better without fog, honestly. But I think the fog is necessary for it to look like realistic. That doesn't do anything. I think I'll change the... No, that did nothing. Color. Fog color. I think that works. Once you get here, yeah. But man, I really just like it with... So oh, that's my problem. This directional. I think that might help. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll stick with that. So if anyone is curious what that sound is, it's actually a clip from Peach, Princess Peach. Her voice clips from Super Smash Brothers. It's gonna be later. Okay. Lever is there. So now comes the fun. Trap linker. Oh, I forgot to put. Crud. It's no big deal. Have to get rid of all the trap linkers, except that one, and just copy paste this one across. But there's a way for me to do that much more quickly than I did before. Now all those trap linkers have the script on them. I didn't know there was a test option. Yeah, I've been making dungeons for years and I didn't know there was a test option. I mean, sometimes I'll load it up in Skyrim. Oh, this one doesn't have a light. Needs a light. know about that. Okay. First things first. Oh, it doesn't have a X marker either. Ref. Keyword. Install sound link. Boom, we have that. I'm sorry, I can't help. If Nipscope is trolling you, if you want to change a texture, you have to go to NI Try Shape, BS Lighting Shader Property, and then BS Shader Text, and this top one, that is the only thing I can suggest. I don't know why Nipscope would be causing problems. It may be in the render properties, but I really don't have time. I can't focus on working on my thing and trying to blindly help you with your thing. I need to focus on working on Sand God Passage. Because this script, it looks simple, but it's not super simple. I need to concentrate. That's done. I think I just need to point it to the light. And if it's pointed to the light, oh god, I dirty edit. I hate that. I hate doing that. Stupid dirty edits. I gotta go through Xedit and fix that. Okay, so this plain old link, that gets disabled, and this enables with the light. That should work. Disables that. Yeah, link custom 02 is the same. Okay, yeah, so what I should do is instead of... There we go. No. New. They're on sputter. Has to be a link custom. Okay, and now I do the same with this one. That one gets disabled. This one gets enabled. So this one doesn't actually need to have an enable parent. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that it got fixed. It's enabled, so that needs link custom 02. This gets enabled, so that needs link custom 01. That is DLC1 default sound link, and then finally we have that one. No. There. Okay. I need to make a note of that. Should do the fire should be 02, just in case of script lag. So that way the lamp appears first and then the fire light. Fire light. Nope, didn't mean to hit new. Go. This is 01. This is 02. Okay. didn't mean to... I wanted to make them all the same lever. Name this one. Oh, thanks for the kind words. I can't wait to see what this is like either. I want to see how it works. I think what I'm gonna do... Actually, I could probably mass activate and then just go back. And actually, I have an idea for one of these. Oh, there's one missing. Oh, no, I think that'll be gone. I have an idea for this last one. This one's 2, right? That one's 4. This one's 2. That one's 2, that one's 4. This one's 6. This one is 7. I mean 8. This one 10. Okay. So I'm going to do with the second to last one. It's going to be a little different. Actually, I think this one's invisible. I think I should use that one. And this one's invisible. Yeah, that one's invisible. I could have just set it to 1, and it would have done fireball anyway. But now, what's the point? Because I did all that already. Fire only once, true. This actually needs to be replaced. Oh, wait. I don't need a trap linker for this. It's good to know about the test function. I'll look for it once I finish this malarkey. This one, 16, so this one's 18. So I'm gonna make it 17, so that it breaks the rhythm to add to the confusion. Go back, set up these trap linkers. You good? No. Are you good? Yes. Okay. So, first things first. Is ink. One and light ink custom 02, the X marker, is DLC 1 default sound link. This guy. No. That guy. There we go. Boom. 1. So I just finished that one. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Just 6. I forgot to move that one up. There we go. Sound link. Link custom. 1. Oh, I forgot. No, I don't want to copy. Forgot to disable this one. There. Doop. First thing I'm gonna try is looking for it myself. But first I need to finish this. Oh, I keep doing it. This guy, custom 02, and this has nothing. Boop. Yeah. Hopefully it's like the full. Like if I would be able to test this, that would be great. That's what I would want, is to be able to test this. Link. Oh, no, link. Custom 01. Link custom 02. And bare chandelier. Yep. Oh, how long have I been streaming? Almost 3 hours. So I'll probably keep working on this, on Sand God Passage for a little while, but it is getting close to the end of the stream. Not super close. I could still go for another half hour or so, and we'll try that world test thing, see if I can find where it is. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? Boop. That one's broken. And then this one's kind of like... I think I'll delay this one a second. Because I think it'll be funny if it's either going to be funny or just add to the... like this one works fine, but the other one exploded. Two, and then finally, bear. Doof. Okay, those are all done. I could potentially just put one that doesn't turn on. I think I will. Yeah, I'll put one that doesn't turn on at all right here. Well, yeah, obviously I would save right before. I've learned my lesson. I know how computers work. I think this could just be... I think I could do something cool here. Pillars, cliffs, that's what I want. What's all this? So my plan with those lights was more to make them like I deliberately, instead of making them flicker, on and off randomly. It looks really ugly. I deliberately made them turn on in sequence because I think that's gonna sell the idea of you entering this area and you finding this lost tunnel, and it's like still working just to sell that kind of like lost civilization feel. That's what I was going for. Yeah, because you could set those trap linkers to a timer. They're designed to do that, so logically one could do that, but I'm just focusing on what I have in mind here. Yeah, Kino Langdonzel. That is spelled correctly, actually. And Itnamazand has gotten flipped up, like folded. Oh. I needed to put a wall there anyway. There's something kind of satisfying about building a dungeon that is off like the grid like this. Yeah, that's good. Yep. The item values are correspond to the year that the game was released. It's not always one-to-one because sometimes enchantments change the value, but more often than not, it's a nod to the year the game was first released. I need a ramp, and I think I'm going to use scaffolding to make that ramp. No. There we go. Oh yeah, you're definitely way behind because I just went through Mad God Passage again with a new character, and I'm getting close to making another Triforce with a different character. Or wait, I don't think I've gone through Mad God Passage yet. I recorded that video. Yeah, I've been doing the Relics of Hyrule, the series, for a couple years, I think. And it's me going through Skyrim using nothing but stuff from Relics of Hyrule. For the first few hundred episodes, 140? And then at some point I switch and make a new character, and I focus on Relics of Hyrule, but it's not exclusively Relics of Hyrule stuff. And I'm planning on taking a break from the series soon, once I finish my goal with the current character. And then I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna do an Omega Ruby playthrough. That's my plan. And then I'll probably start doing both at the same time, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Yeah, the new effect with Majora's Mask, I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy with how it worked. Yeah, I think Majora's Mask is underrated too. It's one of my favorites. I think it's tied with Wind Waker as my favorite Zelda game. Oh, and Breath of the Wild. It's like a three-way tie, all for different reasons. Yep. That looks nice. There we go. And now it's connected to Spirit Temple. I'll make this look a little more lived in. But the basic structure is done. So I'm going to save. Where are you? Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, Omega Ruby is also underrated. It's super great, amazing, 10 out of 10. Omega Ruby is one of my favorite games. Yeah, it's one of my favorite Pokemon games. So I'm really excited to do a series. I've already recorded some episodes of it. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. What I'm doing is ground type only. So I'm playing through the game and only keeping ground type Pokemon. Oh. Keep in mind though, the mirror shields were nerfed in 6.5.19. If you find a mirror shield, it'll be damaged and you have to repair it. It won't be able to reflect magic until you repair it. Oh yeah, Dragon. Oh man. The Delta episode for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Holy crap. Best post game. And Zinnia has like the best theme music I've ever heard in any game ever. So you'd better believe that in my Omega Ruby playthrough, we are going to go through the Delta episode when I finish it. Oh man. Delta episode is amazing. I loved how they hid her too. Like they hid her throughout the main story. She's there the whole way through, and you can find her if you know where to look. Oh, jeez. At some point, one of their mirror shields would break, because, well, not break. The ward would break. Because what it does is when you hold block, it sets up a ward, and that ward reflects. So it would go back and forth for a while, but at some point, it would overpower their one of their shields, and they would stagger. Because I think that's what would happen. Well, I framed my thought with vanilla normal Skyrim in mind, because I have to build a mod with normal Skyrim in mind. So I don't know how other perks work. That's weird. I wonder... I'll have to check what the mesh is. Oh, it's finished. Okay. I'm looking for the Argonian blood wine. It'll be under food. Food. Potion, rather. Argonian ale? Nope. What? Oh, maybe that's exclusive to Hearthfire. Yeah, that could be. Clutter potions. That's another thing I'll have to look at. Good old skooma. Oh, whatever. The base game has Spellbreaker, which I don't think reflects magic. I think it's just a shield that casts a ward, but there is a tick that allows you to reflect it, but they disabled it. World testing and reports. Test interior cells. I guess we'll see what happens. Well, it did something. I don't even know if that was the right thing, but I clicked on it. It's doing something. I don't think it's crashing. I mean, it's not responding, but it looks like it's actually loading something. If it crashed, I'll test it in actual Skyrim, like I always do. Okay, it might actually be frozen at this point. It looked like it was loading something for a little bit. It's really no big deal if Creation Kit crashes. I mean, it sucks when a program crashes, but Creation Kit crashes a lot. That's why I saved, because I knew that it would mess up. Because I don't trust Creation Kit any farther than I can throw it. And since it's a program, I can't throw it at all. Sometimes it'll say not responding when it's just loading. Okay, I don't think it's happy. Never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think it's... Just gotta wait for it to crash itself. I don't, like, wanna force it. Come on. Do something. It's really not that big a deal. I've dealt with so many Creation Kit crashes. Been doing this for 5 years. There we go. I want to let it crash. I don't want to force it with Task Manager or whatever. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open Sand God Passage in Skyrim and see if that lamp thing worked. Yeah, after I test Sand God Passage, I'm going to end the stream, because it's getting close to dinner time for me, and I've been going for 3 hours, and that's usually my limit, 3 to 4 hours. It's been my background since, when Pokemon did the Pokemon Generations shorts, that's Chansey from one of them, from the Eterna Forest one. I prayed a little baby Jesus that Skyrim is gonna be visible. It's on YouTube. They're pretty good. Okay. I love when it does this. It's just so wonderful when it does this. There. Skyrim. It's not a matter of alt-tabbing into it again. It loaded on my screen. I needed to change the capture so it was capturing the game rather than the monitor, because for some reason when it just captures the monitor, it doesn't capture the game, even though the game is on the monitor. Ah! Good old OBS. Good old software doing exactly what you want it to do every time. Alright, let's load up good old Dulcis of Alsos. Okay. Now I think it might spawn me... Yeah, it spawned me at the end. So I'm gonna go to the beginning. Go anywhere. Ah. It's blocked off. With good reason. Oh, this is the end. What the heck? I went in a circle. I figured it was too short. Keep on walking, you silly boy. I'll tidy up this entryway eventually, because right now it's too bare. It should have lights, like torches or something. Okay. Just looking for seams and things. Everything seems to be okay. Why would you want to say Dallas? His name is Dulcis. Dulcis of Alsos. That's his name. Oh. Ah, yeah, okay. Well, that needs to be moved. Yeah, because that's not going to work for anybody. we go. Yeah. That was just misaligned. The staircase should have been there. And this is a dead end. Goes up. And doesn't go any further. There's the rail. Okay, let's see if it worked. I'll have to fiddle with it. Nice. So that works. The only drawback is the sometimes the lights fade in and they should pop in. But sometimes they looked fine. Oh well. And the rest of it looks good. Cool. Well, yeah, the dungeon isn't finished. Yeah, I like how it looks. Looks really great so far. But it's not finished yet, so I appreciate everyone's suggestions for what to do with this dungeon that I made for my mod. But it's not finished yet. So maybe I'll add a light here, maybe I won't. Just wonder if that does anything. Nope. It's a permanent, it's one way switch. And another cool thing is that you can see this one lighting up this area, which is really cool. I like that. Also, you're assuming that it's unexplored. I never said that it was unexplored. Because how could this mine get here? Alright, well, I'm happy with that. And I think that's a good place to end the stream. It's getting very close to dinner time. And I'm not going to bother opening Creation Kit again. So thanks everybody for stopping by. I do not know when I'm going to be able to stream again. It's very spotty. It all depends on like when I get days off from work. So we'll see. We'll see. So thanks everybody. And have a good day.